What's up, guys? Welcome back to Conquest MMA, and I'm going to be posting my picks for UFC uh, fight night at the Apex. God damn, it's been so long since I've seen a fight night outside the Apex. When was the last one? Was it the fucking Rose Namajunas one? Fuck, I don't even know if I watched the whole damn thing. Shit, whatever. That doesn't matter. Listen, I'm gonna be upfront with you guys today. I don't really, I'm not really, um, looking forward to this card, to be honest. I will watch from the prelims down. So I will glance at my predictions and I'm gonna give you a casual take. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna give you a casual take. I I've only started watching MMA maybe like a year ago, so I haven't really watched too much of these fighters, and some of them don't really pique my interest, so I haven't bothered to watch them. But I'm gonna give you my opinion regardless from a casual's point of view. Think of it a refreshing pace, you know. We're gonna start top down, and maybe I guess I'll dip into the prelims uh if the video is too short. Maybe not. Now, so that would be a casual's take, but I did rewatch the the these two's last few fights. This is the only fight I genuinely care about that I would watch. Brandon Royval versus Tatsuya Taira. This fight might make or break the flyweight division because after what happened to Urseg, I genuinely lost all hope into the flyweight division up until Tyrez versus Van. That shit was goaded. That shit was awesome. And he will be coming up later. That's sort of relevant. But I think for the main event, listen, man. Let's be honest. Tatsuya Taira is overrated. The UFC promote fucking media uh, machine has pumped out that Tatsuya Taira is some sort of star who's going to be Japan's next champion, something along those lines. Whereas I think Tatsuya Taira is a little overrated. He lost the first. He was losing the fight against Perez in Taira's last fight. And now this is something usually people don't bring up, but I think it's very relevant. Recently, Pereira he fought a lot this year. He fought like maybe 4 times in the span of a couple months. I don't know how many months, but his performance looked great each time, and no one could tell. But all those fight camps really wear you, the wear and tear. I think most of the injuries come from training. So he had to deal with like a injured rib. Maybe it was broken ligaments on his toes. And people are jumped all about this about why Khalil was like very successful in the first 2 rounds. Now, I'm going to say that I think if Perez didn't um, didn't have so many turnarounds, like this man was fighting he started fighting at March, like early March, and then fighted late April, and then mid June. Dude, imagine all those back-to-back fight camps that this guy's training for, like just to get ready, and then he faces a very promising contender, and it doesn't end in a finish, but a fluky knee injury. Like, come on, listen, you can't tell me that those aren't related. It was a wonderful takedown. He had the back, but he didn't finish. He fucking broke his knee because it collapsed in of itself, and that was I don't know if listen, and I'm gonna say this: Tyra versus Perez is probably the worst fight night I've ever seen so far. It was so god awful. It was horrible, and I speculated that maybe that's why I don't really see any hope and any promise, at least for now, in Tatsuya Tyra. But but I can't see the facts. Like all in the striking department, all Tatsuro Taira really has is a good one too. You know, maybe I haven't gotten around to seeing the Chira's fight, but that goddamn the fact that Joshua Van beat Chira's short notice is he finished him while Tattoo Taira had a you know it took him 3 rounds. That's that's kind of I don't fucking know, not good. So I speculate maybe he does deal with guys on the larger side, big guys maybe on the larger side of flyweight. So Brandon, here comes Brandon Royval, who is one of the bigger flyweights. He's probably tied with some of the tallest. I think there's maybe like a 6 foot one, but he 5'9" is like maybe 6'4". 5'9" is probably like 6'2" for welterweight, 6'4" for middleweight, something like that, right? His range, I think his range is longer as depicted in this. I think it's probably similar to Tyra's. They, so they have similar range, but the height advantage. Brandon Royval fights southpaw, right? So it's like Tatsuro Taira's like how he's not going to be easily to cross the distance with a simple jab and cross. But I will say that Royval has been susceptible to crosses, but I don't think Tatsuro Taira is half the striker as Brandon Moreno or Kai Kara France to be able to set that up, whereas this guy probably knows that it's his weakness. And Brandon Royval has very strong scrambles and is good at surviving. This guy is just a dog. We've seen this man as the hammer and the nail. He's been tested, forged and, forged in fire. I haven't seen the same as Tattoo Taira. Well, sort of, when he was fighting Perez and he was losing. At first, I was like, maybe I'm just misremembering, but I watched it back and I would have given the first round and up till the freak accident that Perez was winning that fight. And people bring up only champions being beat uh fucking Perez. I think that only stands for like maybe two. Who I fucking forget. Was it was Figgy 2 years ago and then Pantoja, but like were they on quick turnaround? No. I think Tatsu Taira got a fucking injury, like a heightened injury risk. Perez, uh, like, come on, dude. It was a layup, and this is his first real competition. You know what I'm saying? Brandon Royval has beaten a former champion, Brandon Moreno. His resume is just better. Royval has beaten Kai Kara France, who's now in the top five. He's beaten the number two and number fifth. Or no, wait, is Kai Kara France fifth or fourth? I think Abazi is maybe fourth or third. Fuck, I don't even know the rankings off the top of my head. But Kai Kara France is closing in on a title shot against Pantoja. If he's probably like second in line, something like that, over a win over Steve Erceg, who Pantoja couldn't get out. Who you could argue beat Pantoja. So I think I'm gonna go with Brandon Royval, and it's a 5 rounder. But I don't know. Brandon Royval, it depends what kind of Brandon Royval we get. If we get I don't think there'll be a finish, to be honest. And in the Apex, the cage is smaller, so I don't know. But that also there's also a benefit. That means if Tatsuro Taira initiates the clinch and tries to get his back, he can Royval can run to the cage because that's what he usually does. But I think it's very impressive that he beat Moreno in a 5 round fight on short notice. Right, that was fucking impressive as hell. Come on, dude. Come on, bro. This guy is crazy cardio and relentless aggression, but I think he's too aggressive. I don't know. But something I don't really hear people talk about is his knees up the middle, right? Like I think he used them in his Pantoja fight, but this guy like has only been finished twice in the UFC, and he's only lost fucking decisions. And one of the finishes was because of a shoulder injury. So unless Taira, I think the only way Taira will get a finish next to, like, if he wins in the way the method of victory will be like a finish or something. I think if Royval has some freak fucking accident again. So I think Border Patrol Taira is no more. Man, I just don't. I think he's overrated. He is not as well rounded as people would make it seem. They seem like he's some fucking world beater. But we'll see. Brad Tavares is Jun Park. I think I'm gonna go with Jun Park. Um, beat. He's only lost to these good middleweights. He lost to Hernandez and RoboCop. So, fuck, bro. But maybe he is 3 inches shorter, but he's just a strong, short guy. Fuck it, I'm picking Jun Park. I don't know. I don't care about the method, to be honest. I'm not gonna be on the fucking edge of my seat. This is a co-main event, by the way. Chidi Kani versus Jared Gooden. Jared the Jobber Gooden. I'm going with Chicani. I don't want to go with favorites, but like, fuck, Jared is a fucking jobber. Okay, Grant Dawson, Rafael Garcia. This is to see if Grant Dawson still got it. He got knocked out by Bobby Green, right? Come on, bro. That's this born grappler got. I don't know. He looked very promising up until that. I'm I'm gonna give him a second chance, and I'll give Grant Dawson. I'll say yeah, fuck it, Grant Dawson for the win against this short little guy, 5'7" at lightweight, and you don't even have an impressive reach. Wow, we're gonna just go right through these guys. I'm not gonna elaborate. Okay, now second fight that I could maybe care about. D-Rub's Alex Morono. Alex Morono's last fight against Nico Price was low key entertaining. Just kidding. Yeah, it looks like they were fighting underwater. Moreno was winning until he gassed out. That shit. I was watching that shit with my cousin and my cousin's boyfriend, and god damn, this that pay-per-view was bad until the main event. We've been having quite a bit of those this year. What was it, like 302? Yeah, I think it was 302, something like that. Man, um, Morano is I don't know why he gassed out that fast, and it's at the Apex. Fuck, where was 302 set at? Was that Las Vegas as well? It was in America. I don't think it was anyone crazy though. I got D-Rod. I think he's just a way better boxer. I don't think this will go to the ground much. Maybe. I don't fucking know. I've only seen one Morano fight, I'm gonna be honest, and it was against Nico Price. Abdul Razak Al Hassan yeah, fuck it. Josh Green. Um, isn't this the guy that is this the guy that called out Lucas Du Plessis for the African Championship in the upper? Hmm. Yeah, I'll go with Abdul Razak Al Hassan, the strong, stocky, short guy. Okay, let's see the odds. Some casual. Let's go TKO by KO in the second. Sure. Uh, that's it for the main card of the event. And you know what? Fuck it, I'll touch on one other fight. What is another fight I could? Ah, fuck it. Thiem Grimbo. Thiem Grimbo, after putting on um, that horrible performance, smudge grappling in Barbosa versus what's his name? 50 Cent of England. Yeah, 50 Cent. We call it 50 Cent. Um, and started rambling about how we'll go to hell or something, or we'll get our due. Nico Price was damn Grimbo. Wow, Nico Price, the wild man. Hmm, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna pick Nico Price to win. Just look at that smug face. How could you not pick him? He's a little slower nowadays, but come on, bro. After that wonderful performance against Morano, how could you not pick him? And anyway, that's where I'm gonna end the video. I'll see you guys next time when it's time for me to recap this wonderful fight night. Hopefully, it won't end like the last fight night that had considered Taira main eventing. God, I hope not. I was watching that event with a good chunk of my family while and there was a boxing event uh, happening at the same time. Who was it? It was Javante Davis. Who's Javante Davis fighting some guy? I couldn't tell you whose name is, but I had to explain to them how this was the worst. That was the worst fight night of all time. And one of my cousins said, "But that's how UFC is usually." I'm like, after watching that fight night, I couldn't deny it. I had no grounds. Anyway, enough of my yapping. And I'll see you guys. Maybe was it? Oh yeah, Saturday. I'll see you guys Saturday. Okay, bye.
See you soon, boy.